Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Eala and Gauff fall short in Rome thriller, but Filipino star wins hearts. Dubai, Alexandra Eala's Italian Open run may have ended in the quarterfinals, but her bond with the Filipino community in Rome, and with doubles partner Coco Gauff, only seems to be growing stronger. Eala and Gauff came agonizingly close to toppling defending champions Sara Errani and Jasmine Paolini, but ultimately fell short in a gripping three-setter, losing 7-5, 3-6, 10-7 at the WTA 1000 event on Wednesday. The loss, however, was far from a setback for the 19-year-old Filipina, who has embraced a new chapter in her tennis journey, one that is equal parts resilience, reinvention, and raw talent. "I felt at home in Rome," said Eala, acknowledging the large Filipino turnout in the stands. "Thank you so much for the support that you have been giving us this week, and hopefully in our next match, a lot of you will come out and watch." Even the 21-year-old Gauff, a Grand Slam winner in singles and doubles, seemed taken aback by the electric atmosphere. "Super happy to play with Alex, and hope you guys keep supporting us," she said. An Instagram DM that started it all. Their surprise partnership was born not through agents or coaches, but via social media. "She DM'd me on Instagram," Gauff revealed with a laugh. "We didn't know each other at all, really. I said hi to her for the first time in Madrid. I just hoped she would be nice. And of course, she's such a nice person." Gauff didn't hesitate to say yes to the young Filipina's request, and the duo has clicked ever since. "She's a killer in doubles. 2 junior slams, and probably future ones too," said Gauff. "I'm super happy to play with her." And Gauff's praise isn't mere flattery. Eala has taken down Grand Slam champions like Madison Keys and Iga Swiatek in singles this year and gave Jessica Pegula a real scare in a Miami semifinal. But after a stinging first-round loss in Rome's singles event, a 6-0, 6-1 rout by Marta Kostyuk, Eala took a different route, focusing on doubles with Gauff to sharpen her clay court game ahead of the French Open. Beyond the results, their chemistry was evident from the start as they breezed past Alexandra and Fanny Stoller 6-3, 6-1 in the opening round. And even though the Rome campaign ended in the quarters, Eala's ability to bounce back, adapt, and win hearts is what truly stood out. So when Gauff calls her a killer on court, it's not just a compliment. It's a reflection of Eala's fearless, game-changing approach and her growing status as the face of Philippine tennis. Under the amber-tinted sky of Rome, where ancient ruins whisper of glory and defeat, a new kind of drama unfolded, not in a coliseum, but on the clay courts of the Foro Italico. It was supposed to be a regular second-round doubles match at the 2025 Italian Open. But when Coco Gauff and Alexandra Eala stepped onto the court, it became something else. A masterclass in grit, grace, and the kind of sportsmanship that writes itself into the hearts of fans. The two young stars, Gauff, the established American prodigy with the powerful forehand and championship pedigree, and Eala, the rising Filipino talent with a game as fluid as her humility, had teamed up as an experimental pair, born of friendship, redemption, and shared vision. Rome was only their second tournament together. Expectations were mixed. Their opponents were seasoned. Czech veterans Barbara Krejcikov and Katerina Siniakov, both Grand Slam champions and an unbreakable duo who knew each other's movements like notes in a symphony. But Eala and Gauff had something else: hunger, chemistry, and a point to prove. The match, a clay court classic. The match began like most doubles clashes do, with nerves. Gauff's opening service game was shaky, and Eala's returns found too much net. Down 1-4 early, it looked like the pressure might crush the new pairing. But then, something clicked. Eala, just 19 and still new to these massive stages, began painting the lines with forehand winners. Gauff, feeding off her energy, turned up the aggression at net, stabbing volleys and firing off return winners. Together, they clawed their way back to 5-5 in the first set, electrifying the crowd. You could hear them chanting "Eala, Eala," between points, Filipino flags fluttering proudly in the stands. Tourists and locals alike were swept up in the young stars' relentless hustle, and something special began to unfold. Though they ultimately dropped the first set 7-5, the fight they showed earned a standing ovation. The second set was war. Long rallies, sudden bursts of brilliance, and at the center of it all, Alexandra Eala, sliding on clay like she was born on it, making impossible gets, defending like a wall, and finding angles that made even the veterans shake their heads. It was a duel. Gauff screamed, "Let's go!" after every big point. Eala's eyes stayed focused, her fist pumped subtle but fierce. They broke twice. They held their own, and they stole the second set 6-4. But in the deciding match tie-break, experience edged out enthusiasm. The Czech duo raised their level just when it mattered. Eala and Gauff, despite brave saves and flashes of brilliance, fell 10-8. Match over, but something greater had begun. A star is embraced. As the crowd rose in appreciation, Gauff gave Eala a long hug. Cameras caught her whispering something in Alexandra's ear. Later, in the post-match interview, Gauff revealed, "I told her, you're a star. Don't let the score fool you. You just won this court." And she had. For Filipino fans, many of whom had traveled from across Europe or tuned in past midnight back home, it was a moment of pride beyond the scoreboard. Their young ambassador had gone toe-to-toe with the world's best on foreign soil and captured more than points. She'd captured hearts. One image went viral within hours. Eala, exhausted, waving to a crowd chanting her name, tears in her eyes, flag in her hand. A moment not of victory, but of validation. Social media eruption. On X, formerly Twitter, the hashtag Eala and Rome trended globally. Tennis legends chimed in. Billie Jean King tweeted, "Talent, class, and courage. Alexandra Eala is everything right about this sport." Naomi Osaka posted a photo of the match with the caption, "She's coming for the top. So much love for this duo." Even celebrities from the Philippines got in on the moment. Actress Liza Soberano tweeted, "Proud doesn't even begin to cover it. What a match. What a moment for Filipinos everywhere." Maraming Salamat, Alex. Beyond the scoreboard, this wasn't just about a match in Rome. For Eala, it was the next step in a journey that had long been building. After years of training at the Rafa Natal Academy and several ITF titles under her belt, many questioned when Alexandra would break through. She had won the 2022 US Open Juniors. Yes, but the pro circuit was unforgiving. For every win, there were losses that tested her resolve. But this match, it was a statement. That she belonged. That she could dazzle on center courts. That she could hold her own with and against the best. And for Gauff, it was a reminder of what the sport can be when stripped of ego. Just two athletes sharing belief, lifting each other up. A message to the world. In the post-match press conference, a tired but smiling Alexandra addressed the media with her usual grace. "We didn't win today, but I think we still gave something special. It's moments like these that show me why I love tennis. Thank you to the Filipino fans who came and everyone watching back home. I felt your energy every point." When asked what was next, she said simply, "Back to training. Back to work. But I'll remember today for a long, long time." Echoes of a legend. As the stadium lights dimmed that night, an old coach who once trained Rafael Nadal stood silently by the tunnel exit. "She reminds me of Rafa," he whispered to no one in particular, "not because of how she plays, but because of how she fights. She doesn't play for herself. She plays for something bigger." That something for Alexandra Eala is a nation, a culture, a story still unfolding, a promise kept. Before leaving Rome, Coco Gauff posted a photo of herself and Eala laughing during warm-ups. The caption read, "This isn't the end. It's just the beginning. Let's keep building, Alex." To which Eala replied with one word,